Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawnspear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Chapter 3, Part 1. Everything is already less than half of what it started as because of the great market board undercutting. Yeah? Good. Maybe then I can get some gear. I need it.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa, as I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see.
Fuck these two! They're so insufferable.
Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Lura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzet's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt, the Hierophant too.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
Huh?
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
The mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough.
Dude's jealous as fuck.
Attorney Lord Serenoa, you truly are your father's. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Huh. How's Tri-Strategy been going? Pretty good so far. Is a lot of story for sure, which I'm a fan of. Tavern is now available. Sundry Shop is now available. Oh. Looks like we have a decision to make. I guess we gotta choose which of the two countries we're going to first. Or two nations, sorry.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolfort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huette.
You know I cannot allow that.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings. How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
Would we had the time to visit both? My duty to lend an ear to their arguments. Honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies. Path of the story will determine the consequences of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As a player, you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Before the voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. Strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey.
Lord Serenoa.
Asphar Soldier is said to be among the strongest of all of Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge him for myself.
Lord Serenoa.
Makes no difference to me where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. I kind of want to go to the Sand Village because I feel like that's where majority of this tension comes from. Because we're already in good standing with Aspfrost. It's a nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? Here, everyone is treated as equals. I'd like to see the truth of that claim. I can scarcely imagine so much sand. I'd like to see it with my own eyes. And learn what kind of magic and medicine enables them. I want to see the truth through it.
But?
So I'd like to walk its streets and speak to its people. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I now see them.
Serenoa.
Always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How did she spend her youth? I would very much like to see. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. I mean, I don't need to convince her.
Lord Serenoa, hello.
Until now, Frederica has offered few chances with the Holy State. Will doubtless benefit to you as well. Why not use this? Yeah.
Say.
Doubtless Aspfrost will be close to a partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? What reason?
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hazant is a country without kings or nobles. 'Tis hard to imagine. But why imagine when we could see it with our own eyes? Interesting proposal. Roland is deep in thought.
Listen, lad.
You're too clever by half. I'm sure the people will give warm reception even if the weather won't. You're telling me why, my lord? Sand and sun make people a different sort. Be interesting to meet them. Visit the source. It is a cornerstone of all life in Roselia. Stories piqued my interest. This knowledge will help our soul. Yeah.
You're onto something.
Learn from the minds of the ministry what I've always been in the mind done through doing. Oh? King Ragnar expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. If there's anything you can do, simply say the word. Do they lay claims to the source and thus all of Norzelia? Considering your bride-to-be hails from the very land, but allow me to tell you, is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as the Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation was led by Archduke Gustadolf, Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Asphalt's political power, he encourages people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability rather than blood or social status. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the ones who caused the war of 30 years past. Ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think hunger of theirs is still alive and well. I forget myself sometimes. Decision is yours to make. I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities, but being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Thoughts like that are precisely why he is still so immature. Wish the solution were simple, but neither king nor kingdom is perfect. Even so, why would he choose a path that leads to his own suffering? Seems I misjudge you, Prince Franny. You worry a lot more for Roland than I had thought. Worry? There's no cure for his foolishness.
Lord Serenoa.
Wish to see how the... Oh, I actually don't have that one. Interesting. Here from their society seems like a paradise. I find it difficult to imagine. Without such a life, I would never found myself in Prince Roland's service.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord.
Serenoa.
Do I even want to try? Because I want to go to...
Lord Serenoa.
I believe we've been... Yeah.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
That is your wish, and so be it. Hyzant is just as good as Esfrost.
You have my vote.
I changed my mind.
I admit, charms I mean to see for myself. Oh, I did convince her.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
That is a large majority.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant.
Interesting. I'm assuming there's going to be much harder decisions.
We have decided. We set sail for the Holy State of Hyzant. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
Actually, a fun thing that we could do, maybe we'll do it for the next decision.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
But maybe we could have you guys vote for stuff, and we just go through it like that?
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence.
I think that would be kind of cool.
That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook.
Why?
I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
No. She's coming with. She's my wife.
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle.
Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Rosal are viewed in our nation. How the Gospel of the Goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Hmm.